Xbox gaming for life. Hello everybody, it's race time and it's round 14 in the RDF1WC 2017, Season 1. We apologise for missing out the interview with Rizaldo yesterday. It is coming to you before we start proceedings today. So here without delay is Rizaldo, post-quali, with Tad Bennington. Rizaldo, currently third on the grid, but still ahead of your teammate Kimi Räikkönen on that last lap there. You got ahead, just behind Lethal Sniper and Lewis Hamilton. How did that qualifying session go for you? Was it good enough?
Well, Tad, in my qualifying sessions, I must admit, I was happy today with the rain and the weather the way it was. To be behind Lewis and Lethal is not a bad thing at all. They're both very, very good drivers in the wet. To be as close as I was, within 200ths of a second of Lewis Hamilton, that was very good. I like a lot, and I think with the problems that we've been having before the break, I think today is another sign of where we are with the car, and I'm hoping that it'll treat me well for tomorrow. We can push maximum and get into a great position.
Well, I hope for your sake that's the case, Rizaldo. You've got a keen rivalry with your teammate Kimi Räikkönen. Is that going to be playing on your mind at the start-finish line tomorrow?
Those things always come into the brain, Tad, and with the car that we have, we should be very good, and Kimi's going to push me all the way. Of course, this championship's going to be tight. After today, we have 5 races left. I'm not looking after today, though. I'm looking at today and tomorrow with the race, and I have to beat him if I want to see next year. It's as simple as that, Dad. And if I don't, Sebastian is back, and potentially Kimi is with him again. He's doing excellent so far. He's my teammate, and we want to get as many points for the team as possible. But the team made it very clear earlier in the season that it was me or him. So that's where we go.
Thank you, Rizaldo. Well, that was Tad with Rizaldo from yesterday. We're about to go over to the race now and join the front of the grid, as always. We're at the Marina Bay circuit in Singapore. Let's start this show. Hello all, it's Marina Bay, and you join us here today in round 14. The Marina Bay has been around since 2008. It's been reprofiled twice, once having the Singapore Sling around turn 10. As you'll see, this current lap track with 23 turns in the current incarnation is 5 kilometers long. That's 3.1 miles. We've got 2 DRS detection zones. As we go to the front of the grid now, we've got the Red Bull there and the Mercedes in front of Lewis Hamilton. That's Lethal Sniper and Lewis Hamilton at the front of the grid there. Let's see who's on the grid at the moment then. And there we've got Kimi Räikkönen, current record holder of the previous incarnation. And we've got Valtteri, oh no, that's Lewis Hamilton's car, sorry, my apologies, number 44 Lewis Hamilton, second on the grid there. And there we've got the 55 of Carlos Sainz. Not heard much from him this year, being in the Toro Rosso. They haven't really made any major moves or shakes. Great shot of the city there and the neon lights, and there's Toto Wolff, and Lewis Hamilton's in the car now. He looks ready to go, ready and raring for this race. We're going to go over to the to Chad and Dougie now in the commentary box as we're about to start this race, and it's about to be lights out. Please do enjoy. Hello and welcome to today's race. We're at Marina Bay, Singapore, and the lights are going out. They're on full, and we're off. Bit of a lock up there from Lethal Sniper, and it looks like Lewis Hamilton is getting into the lead on the first corner. Rosado following closely behind in third place. Oh, he's had a ding there, and he's come together. I can't see, I think that's with Kimi Räikkönen, his teammate, just pushing past. Räikkönen getting the upper hand right there.
Kimi Räikkönen's getting the upper hand, and Rosado looking to take that position straight back, and he most certainly does, and that's going to be a great psychological advantage there. Kimi Räikkönen thought he got the upper hand.
Yes, he did, but
this time Rosado has come supreme. It seems like Sniper is losing a bit of ground there to Hamilton. Rosado is also losing a bit of ground as well with ToastParabola here on the start, and the lights are all on full already, and they're out. He's got Lance Stroll there on his inside, never starting all the way down in 16th. He's going to try and sneak some positions into this first corner, and he's cut it a bit there, but he's got away with it maybe. We'll find out a bit later, see what the stewards say. But he's got himself up 6 places, and he's in 10th already.
Yes, 10th place for ToastParabola here, not too bad. He's in the points already, or points should we say, and he's chasing Sergio Perez in the Force India. Not been a bad, it's been a bad weekend for Toast so far. We want to see if he can improve. He's lost it just going round this corner. Curse of the commentator there. And he's going to find himself way back down at the back of the grid with a little collision with Ericsson. No, he's just missed another collision there. Ericsson broke soon, and he's put Van Dorn into the wall. He's put Stoffel Van Dorn into the wall, and he's had 2 illegal overtake manoeuvres. We think the stewards may penalise him for this. This is probably for earlier for cutting the corner, and yes, he's going to get a 5-second stop-go penalty. Toast with a 5-second stop-go penalty there, and he's going to need to really push if he's going to get back into the points for this race, as we're with Rosado now, and he's in 3rd place.
He's in 3rd place as he comes down the Esplanade. Oh, and we're back with Toast here. He's got another in. Oh, he overtook Verlaine there, and he's holding him up massively, and Marcus Ericsson has just gone fast. And Toast not having a real good time out there today. He'll be lucky if he finishes this race at the rate he's going. Rosado, Lethal Sniper, nowhere in sight here. As you can see, they've already crossed the line, and Rosado's a wee bit behind it. As Toast coming round turn 18 through the bridge there. Round now into turn 20 and 21. And he's going to be chasing Marcus Ericsson. He's on lap 2 so far of this 15-lap race. And he's got the Sauber sandwich, so he's got one in front and one behind.
Yeah, Sauber sandwich from Toast. And as he comes into the first corner, he's hit the back of Pascal Wehrlein, who's obviously broke early. Toast, I suppose they were in the rain when they were qualifying yesterday, and the sessions weren't all too great over the free practice for Toast. So it's understandable here, but he seems to be locking up way too much. He's got no heat in those tyres, and he's on the Ultra Soft. He's gone with the quicker tyre to try and make it last, whereas Rosado and Lethal are on the Super Softs, and they're going to try and, I imagine, push for as much of a longer stint as they can possibly go, as Rosado is back here now, and we've seen Lethal Sniper take the lead as we go through the Anderson Bridge.
Lethal Sniper took the lead a few corners back there. We believe it was into Stamford Road, and him and Lewis came very close together, and it's given Rosado a chance on Hamilton now. He's going to try and take him around the corner, 14. Oh, and Hamilton just keeps it wide. And they're neck and neck at this point. Rosado on the slower tyre, but he's really pushing him here. He's ran a bit wide, as if to say that's my track, but Lewis, so clever on the cut back there as Rosado. Is he going to try something going through the tunnel? He's had a lock up here. Lewis can go nowhere. Hamilton can go nowhere, and that's also let Kimi Räikkönen through there. Very dirty by Rosado there. I wonder if he's going to be penalised by the stewards for that later. Lewis Hamilton will not be a happy bunny after this race.
Came alongside me and turned in and hit me.
Well, that was team radio from Lewis Hamilton there, and he was not very happy with Rosado. He believes that he's hit him and put him into the fence. We'll see what Charlie said about that, whether Rosado is penalised at the end of this race.
Yes, we'll see if he gets penalised at the end of the race for that manoeuvre, Ted. It was quite out of order, and it's put Hamilton way down on the order.
Now we're with ToastParabola here as he's coming out of the first few corners. He's up into 4th place. He's making those ultra soft tyres last somehow in this race. He's got Lewis Hamilton behind him, who's been interchanged for the super softs. We've got Rizaldo in 3rd, and he's Kimi Räikkönen in 2nd. We haven't seen Kimi Räikkönen get past Rizaldo. I don't know if we've got footage of that, but we'll have to wait and see. Lewis Hamilton should be closing in on Toast any moment with those quicker tyres.
And now we've got Lewis Hamilton going down the inside of Toast. Toast on the ultra softs after 9 laps here. Surely he should have come into the pits, and he's just all over.
Aye, Lewis Hamilton here. Lewis just getting past with some quite excellent work, and we are correct there, Tad, or you were. Kimi Räikkönen has got ahead of Rizaldo here. We didn't see it, how, as he's coming into the pits now on lap 9. He looks like we've got the rain coming down a bit, so but he's coming in for the rain schedule. Sorry, it's not coming down yet. It's scheduled for a couple of laps' time, and he's coming in for the soft tyres.
Actually, Dougie, a correction there. It's raining now. I wonder if Rizaldo's made a right call.
Oh, if Rizaldo could have maybe hung on for a lap or two, he would have kept the position. Now he finds himself dropping down the field to 7th, and he's got a bit of work to do, although some of the people in front of him have not pitted yet. Are they going to be able to pit as we've got Bottas on the outside of Toast, Massa on the outside of Toast here? Oh, Bottas and Massa, they're both trying to get past as Toast. He's being called into the pits, but he hasn't, as Rizaldo hits Roman Grosjean there, going around turn 14. That's not ideal, not ideal. Round through 15 and 16, he's ran wide there on those softs. They obviously are not up to heat, and with this rain, it's going to be very hard to get any heat into these tyres. Rizaldo down in 11th, he's gone on straight. Oh, just missed the barrier. But he's going to drop way out of the points here on lap 10, and he's down into 15th position.
Not good.
This looks like a bad call from either Rizaldo or Ferrari, whoever called him in.
Yes, not a great decision, as we're now riding on board with Toast, who looks to have made a blinding decision staying on these. He's out in 4th, and I'm sure his next set of tyres that he's going to put on are going to be the intermediates. And that means that he may well keep that position, or at least be heavily in the points, as there's a little bit of a gap back from him. Oh, actually, there's a bit of a train building, sorry.
There's a bit of a train there, Tad. We cannot see it on these onboard cameras, but as Rizaldo tries to go inside Kevin Magnussen here, Magnussen just cuts off and shuts that door. And there we go, Rizaldo coming up to turns 18 and 19 here. He's going to go down the inside of Kevin Magnussen. Oh, and he's giving room that time. And this is in the rain on the soft tyres. Rizaldo a bit more cautious through there, and he's got Magnussen side by side, but he's managed to claim the place at the moment. And we're going into the final turns here.
Yes, back on board with Toast, who's still in 4th place here. It's lap 12. He's made these ultra soft last an amazingly long time, and they're even holding up a little bit in this weather. But oh, and he's just ran wide, and there was a huge train behind him, and they're all going to get past. Toast from 4th to 10th there. There's a couple he's kept at bay. Esteban Ocon is right behind him.
He should have come into pit maybe the lap before, gone for the intermediate tyres, just to secure him till the end of the race. Although he's ran Nico Hülkenberg into the wall there to get back up into the points, and he's going to try it, but he's obviously got a pit stop to make, as he hasn't had one yet, and you have to have 2 compounds during a race. As Rizaldo really outside of Julian Parra now, and he's up into 12th. Will he get any higher here? Esteban Ocon here. Oh, that was close. That was very close. I don't know if his rear wing touched his tyre. Maybe Esteban Ocon has a puncture. We do not know.
Yes, if Ocon's got a puncture, that could be another penalty for Rizaldo for dangerous driving there. But he's currently in 12th, and what's he going to do? He's going round, and he's just passed Ocon, no problems there, and he's up into 10th now, and he's got Hülkenberg on the corner. He's broke early, but he's got the inside line. Oh, and he's just ran wide, so that's kind of put Hülkenberg in his place. And we're with Rizaldo again on lap 13 here as he's coming to the end of the straight. You go from 6th gear here, he's still in these softs, and oh, look at that, almost power sliding through that corner. But by luck and by chance, he's obviously, the warning signs are there. He's got a train of people behind him. He's down in 9th, and Toast at the back of that train in 16th has run wide into turn 4. Oh no! Not good for Toast. Rosaldo as well, look at this, he's all over the place. Now the rain must be really settling in on the track, and it's really getting hard for them to keep these tyres. They're all going to have to come in soon. Some of them are on the super softs. Is Rosaldo going to come in this lap? Looks like he's going to stay out, or maybe...
Team radio, Tad.
Through a few moments ago, and that was a frantic message from Rosaldo. Have the garage heard in time? It looks like they haven't. They've gone with the super softs. Oh, this could be disastrous for Rosaldo.
Oh no, Tad, they've had an absolute mare there. Rosaldo will have to come and pit again, and there's no way he's going to be competitive on those super soft tyres in these conditions. Race over really for the Mexican. It's a shame. ToastParabola here coming in from the ultra softs. What a stint for him. He had some unlucky problems though, and that's probably because he should have changed his tyres a little earlier. He's going to serve his 5-second stop go here, which is going to put him further down the field, but he's going to switch to the intermediate tyres. There we go, pit stop done, and he's back out. He hasn't lost, oh, he's just lost a place there to Marcus Ericsson, so he may be in that silver sandwich again, as we've got Rosaldo here. Oh, he's taking it very, very cautiously. He loses a place to Hulkenberg. Will he get him back on the next corner? Oh, he's tried to make sure, but Hulkenberg's wise a bit this time, and he's... Oh! Esteban Ocon's come through and hits him with the rear of the tyre there, but Rosaldo's managed to keep hold of it. He's going for it, and he's going to try and... Oh, he's gone... He's tried to dive bomb him there, basically. And in these conditions on these tyres, that was a poor mistake, as ToastParabola now goes through, who's in 14th place. Yes, 14th place for Toast, and it doesn't look too great as he's coming down the Anderson, through the Anderson Bridge and onto the Esplanade Drive. And as he gets down, we're going to see, can he make up any time? They've got 2 laps left. They're not too far in front. If he pushes a little, he might be all right. But he seems to have pushed a little too hard there, and there's... Oh, he's missed his braking zone. He's going to try and spin... Nope. He's not got the grip to spin it. He's actually got it in reverse. And oh, he's hit something, and he's done the car! He's got to be out of the race. We've got a replay here. It seems to be Rosaldo. Rosaldo has gone into the fence, and Toast has reversed into him, and they're both out of this race. They are both out of this race. So close as well. It was a mistake from Ferrari not to go onto the green intermediate tyres. And ToastParabola there, obviously just pushing too hard, broke too late. We're now with Lethal Sniper. And Toast has gone to hospital, Tad.
Well, I hope he's okay. These things can be very tricky. Obviously, I'm not going to be speaking to him after the race.
Hey, what an absolute catastrophe there. I hope ToastParabola is alright. The car is upside down, and thankfully it was the last lap that this happened on, the last lap of the race for Lethal anyway. But those 2 cars, they're going to have to... I don't know if they're going to get a safety car out or not.
Yes, and ToastParabola has been taken to hospital, we hear here, so we hope he makes a good recovery. We won't get a word with him after today's race from his retirement where he flipped the car. Dougie, top 20.
We've got Lethal Sniper in first there, and Kimi Räikkönen getting some excellent points in second, especially ahead of his teammate. We've got Hamilton, Massa, Perez, Kvyat, Grosjean, Hulkenberg, Sainz, Ocon, Alonso, Magnussen, Palmer, Ericsson, Verline, Van Dorn, Parabola, Rosaldo, Stroll and Bottas. The last 4 did not finish this race. They all got DNFs, so only 16 competitors to finish. A great race for Kimi Räikkönen. Lethal Sniper also reclaims top place and takes a big advantage out of Valtteri Bottas. Lewis Hamilton and Räikkönen close some points back on the fin. And Räikkönen has moved into 3rd place now. So that's how costly that was for Rosaldo. He may have jumped Lewis Hamilton if he'd have had a good result. A great result even, and kept Lewis further down. Not to be. And Toast making his way up there, well, I say making his way up nowhere, and we've got the teams there, and as you saw very quickly, Mercedes top, Red Bull still second, and Ferrari third, as you go to Jim on the podium. Yes, thank you very much, Dougie. Podium here, and look, it's a familiar side, it's Lethal Sniper, and there's a Ferrari and a Mercedes on there as well, which is rather excellent for the diversity of drivers. It shows that there's not a dominant team at the moment, but there is definitely one dominant driver this season, and that is the rookie Lethal Sniper. He's had an excellent year so far. Christian Horner there looking very pleased with his driver. These guys stepped in after the incidents of Max and Danny Ricciardo. Well, that was the podium there, and Lethal Sniper taking top spot as usual. We're going to go over to Tad now, who's with Rosaldo and Lethal Sniper. We've got word that Toast has just been taken to hospital for a precautionary measure. He is moving around, so that's good to hear. So we're going to go over to Tad now, who's with the drivers. Tad.
Yes, thank you, Jim. Appreciate it very much there. Toast, just to give the update, as we've just mentioned, he is in the hospital just for precautionary checks. He's okay, no broken bones, no damage. We'll be speaking with him in qualifying next week if he's able to race. Thank you very much, and we're over to Rosaldo now. Rosaldo, not a great race today. DNF and Kimmy's pulled quite some points away after a second place finish for himself. What can you say for today's race? It looked like Toast reversing into you cost you finishing today.
You may be right at that. But I really think the problem today was with the Ferrari garage. The call we made, I mean, I don't know if you heard it on team radio. I screamed over the radio the tires that we needed for the last stint and I didn't get them. And there was a chance that I probably should have finished with the. I've started yesterday on the soft tires, so started today after the qualifying, but it was not to be. And I came in just a lap or two too early. I could have probably made the one stop today, but it was not possible. I also wish Toast every speedy recovery. I saw the car flip, and to be honest, as I think I mentioned, the suspension rod, it was already on its way out, especially after I hit the wall. And when Toast reversed, he probably didn't see me in his mirrors, and then all of a sudden I'm in the wall and he's reversing into the car. I do not blame him at all. To be fair, I was probably lucky to still be in the race at that point with the damage we already sustained to the car.
Yes, and as I say, Kimi Räikkönen has now moved quite far ahead. Are you just looking forward to next week now?
Yes, next week we're in Malaysia. It should be a decent race. See how we go there. And then with Kimi, I just have to keep focused for the rest of the season, make sure I finish in as best place as I can be, and try and claw as many points back today. Today was a big day for him. Thank you, Tad.
Thanks, Rosaldo. Lethal Sniper. Ethel, you didn't make it into the first corner ahead, but you sit here top of the table as today's victor. What happened out there?
Very, very happy to be back on top, Tad. Now I have to maintain my consistency, and as long as the car sticks with me, I believe we can push for the top prize. Yeah, I didn't have the best of start today, but when we got going, we were a match for anyone. And once I got past Lewis, I think it was on lap 3, around turn 8, it was really close, and he was giving as good as he got, that's for sure.
Being your first Singapore race, how was it inside the car, and what can you hope for next week at Malaysia?
Tad, I'm drenched. It's so humid here and hard to keep concentration, so I was happy to only have to pit once today, and the race wasn't super intense once I'd done the first few laps. But next week we push on and hope for the same. I believe the Ferraris are expected to be quick next week, so that'll be a tough race, but we'll have to try and match them.
Lethal, finally, we heard Christian in quali. Today's result must be speeding up that contract.
Yeah, I'm just focusing on the racing for now, Tad.
Thanks, Lethal. Back to the studio with Jim. Thanks, Tad, and this has been an excellent race for you today. A bit of rain near the end of the session, and rain absolutely pouring down in qualifying yesterday, so giving the drivers much food for thought. We've had 2 DNFs today from recognised drivers on the grid, some our featured drivers, ToastParabola and Simeone Rosaldo. But Lethal Sniper takes the spoils and is the victor of today. Join us next week where we'll be in Malaysia for round 15 of this championship as it's drawing to a close. Lethal Sniper now taking back the top of the championship and the Red Bulls charging in on the Mercedes. Stay tuned, and as always, be excellent to one another. If you like these videos, subscribe, give me some likes, turn on your notifications, and if you're feeling especially fruity, contact me on Twitter @Sib1kenobi.